Okay, children. The last topic that is left of the chapter is security measures in e-commerce. Now we've seen that e-commerce is buying and selling of the products online, electronically. So when you are buying or you're selling something online, you need to be very, very careful about the details that you are sending online, the details of your card through which the payment is being done, the details of any private information that is being shared by you for the buying of the product. So for that purpose, security is a big reason that it has to be dealt with. So security measures in e-commerce, the first that we'll see is encryption. This encryption word, you are quite aware with this encryption because हम लोग कहते हैं encrypt कर दिया है data. The data encrypt means it has been scrambled in the form that we cannot understand the meaning of that message. Okay? The sentence can be read something like it is raining, but it is raining का वहाँ पे मतलब कुछ और ही होगा, which will be the meaning I से क्या होता है, T से क्या होता है. So the true meaning actually of that text will be only after I unscramble that text. So this process is called as encryption decryption. So encryption basically क्या करता है? It converts the plain text, which is a readable form of data, into cipher text, which is called as a coded form of data. Means non-readable form of data. हम उसको पहचान नहीं सकते हैं. We cannot read that cipher text. It has to be decoded, and that decoding is decryption, which is exactly the opposite process of encryption. So what does it do? It converts the cipher text into the plain text. So basically encryption क्या है children? It is the method by which the information is converted into a secret code. It hides the information's true meaning. Because of this, it allows the exchange of the data between the companies or the individual and the company without the risk of someone means anyone who is in between. कंपनी और इंडिविजुअल के बीच में कोई भी आ जाता है. सपोज आप कोई ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हो और कोई आपके ट्रांजैक्शन को हैक भी कर रहा है, इवन देन दैट डेटा कैन नॉट बी इंटरसेप्टेड बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर समवन in any harmful or any illegal way. This is called as encryption. So the definition, again it says the disguising information so that it can be recovered easily by the person who have the key. Key means there has to be some knowledge of that data, how to encrypt it, which is highly resistant to the recovery by the person who do not have the key. अब आपने घर में ताला लगाया है, दिख रहा है हमें ताला लगा हुआ, I can only open the lock if I have the key. I can see that it's locked. So encryption, maybe I can see that there is something written, but I cannot read what is written because I do not have the key. Okay. So it is a process of transforming the information using some algorithm to make it unreadable to anyone except those possessing the special knowledge, usually referred to as a key. So here we can see in the diagram, this is the plain text. I've encrypted it with the help of a key. सिफर टेक्स्ट बना दिया है. एनक्रिप्शन मीन्स उसको स्क्रैम्बल कर दिया है मैंने, एक सिफर टेक्स्ट बन गया है वो. अब उसको वापस डी स्क्रैम्बल करना है, अनस्क्रैम्बल करना है डिक्रिप्शन की हेल्प से, so that it again becomes a plain text which is readable by me. This whole process is done when my data is transferring from the sender to the receiver. उसके बीच में मेरा डेटा जो है सेफ रहना चाहिए. That is why this whole encryption decryption process is taken. ठीक है. Now encryption, children, is of two types. One is called as symmetric encryption and other is asymmetric encryption. This SnipNet has been taken from your book itself to show you that how encryption and decryption takes place. Plain text, which is called as readable form, cipher text, which is called as coded form, and again decryption is a process which converts the cipher text to plain text. आपको question क्या आता है? The process which converts the plain text to cipher text is called as dash, Encryption, the process which converts the coded form of data or the ciphertext into plain text is called as dash, that is decryption. Okay, so where were we? Encryption of two types, symmetric and asymmetric. Symmetric, shared secret; asymmetric, public key encryption. Okay, in symmetric there is only one key, and in asymmetric there are two keys. That one key, the same key, is used for encryption and decryption, and in asymmetric, encryption has a different key and decryption has a different key. So anybody of you, have you gone to a bank with your parent who has a locker in the bank? तो आपको समझ में आएगा that the locker of the bank is an example of asymmetric key. Why? Because I have a key and the bank people also have a key. They will first tell me to put the key in the locker. तो मैं अपनी की से लॉक को ओपन करूंगी. The locker will still not open until and unless they also put their own key. So it is not that कि हमने की तो चुरा ली है किसी से भी, ठीक है, पर जब तक वो की बैंक वालों के साथ मैच नहीं करेगी, वो की लॉकर के साथ नहीं खुलेगा, उस की के साथ लॉकर नहीं खुलेगा. ठीक है, so the two different keys that is required for encryption and decryption, we can see that as an example in the bank locker. So for a simple comparison of symmetrical and asymmetrical cryptography, children, plain text encryption हो रहा है. If you see, there is only one secret key that we are using here. वो encryption के लिए भी use हो रहा है, decryption के लिए भी use हो रहा है. Plain text encrypted converted into ciphertext, ciphertext with the same key decrypted converted into original plain text. Clear? This is symmetric cryptography. And asymmetric cryptography में क्या है? Encryption के लिए देखो अपनी public key है, and decryption के लिए अपनी private key है, owner key. जो डेटा ले रहा है उसके पास अपनी की होगी. So then only then these two keys, until unless they match, it will not be decrypted into the plain text. So private key is kept secret by the owner, and the public key is made shared amongst the authorized recipients or made available to the public at large. तो होता क्या है कि आपका जो डेटा encrypted with the recipients है public key के साथ can only be decrypted with the corresponding private key. The example that I gave you, ये public key तो है आपके पास, आप बना के लेके चले गए हो कोई भी key, but उसका ही corresponding private key होना चाहिए. Only then the data is going to be decrypted. Otherwise, it will be in an unauthorized or unlawful लोगों के हाथों में होगा. So without the risk of unauthorized and unlawful access to the data, these public and private key are, it's a pair that has to be maintained, and that is why it is called as asymmetric cryptography. The second measure, children, is called as digital signature. Now what happens is, suppose I have a business and my client is somewhere outside India. When there is a deal that has been done by my client, कुछ products मेरे client ने, कुछ deal मेरी client के साथ हो गई है. For that deal, I require to have the signature of my client. What will I do? I will prepare the papers, send them by post. They will reach there, will take another 3-4 days. He'll sign the papers. He will bring back post back the papers, and another 4-5 days will take. So in all, 8 to 10 days will be taken to complete or seal a deal with a signature. So without wasting these days, this can be done within minutes through what? Digital signature. So digital signature, it's an electronic signature that can be used to authenticate the identity of the sender. Authenticate means वो असली identity है sender की, and possibly to ensure that the original content of the message or the document that has been sent is unchanged. That is also very important. कि आपने जो मैसेज भेजा है वो चेंज होके साइन नहीं हो रहा है. The same message has been sent, authentic person is signing the message. All these things are being checked by the digital signatures. Of course, they're easily transportable, cannot be imitated by someone else. They can be automatically time stamped. हमारी डील 11 मंथ्स के लिए हुई है, तो वो डेफिनेटली 11 मंथ्स के लिए स्टैम्प हो जाएगा कि ये सिग्नेचर 11 मंथ्स के लिए वैलिड है. So the ability to ensure that the original signed message arrived means that the sender cannot easily repudiate it later. उसको आप कॉपी नहीं कर सकते हो later. All right. It can be used with any kind of message, whether it is encrypted or not, simply so that the receiver can be sure of the sender's identity. It contains the digital certificate, children, एक दिया जाता है, which contains a digital signature of the certificate, which is issuing authority, so that anyone can verify that the certificate is real. Children, we have so many examples for that. Our 10th class board, nobody can just make it a fake mark sheet, passport, driving license. Even if you try to fake them, you will somewhere be caught. ठीक है, तो ये जो proper certificates issuing authority होती है, they do verify that the certificate is real or not. Digital signature का we can give the example, children. We use MasterCards, we use all types of cards. So the card may, there is one information that has to be kept by the owner itself. और आप जो देते हो, that is for the public. ठीक है, तो ये ऐसे काम करता है कि ओरिजिनल मैसेज है, कोई एक एल्गोरिदम, कुछ हमने प्रोसेस किया है, कोई हैश फंक्शन लिया है जिसमें सेंडर की प्राइवेट की है, उसने उसको सिफर टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट कर दिया है, सेंडर ने अपनी पब्लिक की से रेसिपिएंट के प्राइवेट की में भेज दिया है, उसने वापस उस हैश फंक्शन को डिकोड किया है और रिसीवर के पास पहुंच गया है. तो हाउ आर just by swapping the cards, how does the number read from that swapping machine goes to the bank reads that number, हमारे अकाउंट से उसको वेरीफाई करते हैं, चेक करते हैं that the same account has the same card, and only then the amount is debited from the account. So all this is done with the help of the private and the public key. Why do you require digital signatures? Of course, time saving तो है ही है, authenticity है, integrity है, non-repudiation to electronic documents. Now, because we are dealing with all the electronic documents, so the signatures also आप कंप्यूटर में साइन तो कर नहीं सकते हो अभी, तो कंप्यूटर के अंदर सिग्नेचर कैसे बनाना है with the help of the digital signature technique. Okay, so we're using the internet as the secure medium for our e-commerce and e-governance. Again, I gave you the example of the card, student. This is the process, private key and public key. It is used for making digital signatures, and public key is used to verify the digital signature. तो जो हमारे बैंक में इंफॉर्मेशन जाती है वो वेरीफाई करता है. प्राइवेट की एक हमें नंबर दिया हुआ है, थ्रू that is verified that number belongs to us. Okay, so that is why when people just cannot use our cards without our PIN and without the information, isn't it? Then private key protection. इसकी protection के लिए we have PIN protected soft tokens, smart cards, hardware tokens. All these are very detailing processes that are there. We just need to know them, what they are. Then children, there is something, the third thing that we need to know about the security measure is a digital certificate. Now that is an electronic password which allows a person, the organization, to exchange the data securely over the internet using the public key infrastructure, PKI. It is also known as the public key certificate or identity certificate. Again, all this is just regarding what? That some information has to be with me and some information has to be with the person who is giving me this certificate, so that both of them match. Only then a certificate will be issued, and it will be issued by the certificate authority, which sees the identification and the electronic signature. True identity होती है individual की, and it has a serial number, period of time when the certificate is valid. If you notice, card पे लिखा होता है, on any card, your credit, your debit, your MasterCard, any card, it's written, it is valid till so and so. There is a serial number on the card, with the help of which all the details can be, of the person can be just taken out. Okay, so these are the three measures in your book that are there. First is encryption decryption, second is digital signature, and third is digital certificate, which allows that signature to be verified using the public key infrastructure. And that public key infrastructure is nothing but an agency which issues the certifying authority and a public key certificate so that we can use that infrastructure. Okay, children? So with this topic, we finish with the chapter e-commerce and e-governance. Thank you, children.